The house began its daily routine at 7 o'clock. Tick-tock, 7 o'clock. Time to get up. Today is August 5th, 2026. You have no to-dos today, but it is Mrs. Helfer's anniversary and the insurance and bills are due. But no one got up when the alarm went off. No one got out of bed. Nobody went to go get to the coffee that was being made. The house rang again. Tick-tock, 7:09, breakfast time. The kitchen began cooking eggs and bacon, but nothing was being eaten. Tick-tock, 8 o'clock. The door to the garage opened, along with the garage door. It waited a good 10 minutes, but no one left the house. The house closed the doors. Tick-tock, 9:15, time to clean. The house rang. Little mice came out of the house walls, robot mice, that cleaned and dusted all the corners of the house, put away the dishes, and cleaned all the food. Tick-tock, 10 o'clock. The acid rain outside started to clear up, and the sun began to shine through the house, the only house that was left on the street, in the neighborhood, at least that was left standing whole. Tick-tock, 11 o'clock. The sprinklers began whirring. They pitter-pattered on the window on the west side of the house. It was once all white, but now is charred black, except for 5 spots, one being of a man mowing a lawn, another of a woman picking flowers, another of a child throwing a ball up in the air, and another of a child getting ready to catch the ball. 5 spots were total on this wall. The man, the woman, the 2 children, and the ball that was in the air. The house was peaceful after that day, never being disturbed except by wandering animals. Tick-tock, 12 o'clock. The house answered to a dog bark on the outside, for it recognized it. The dog walked through the house to the kitchen, where he could smell lunch being made, but was not let in, for he was not supposed to go there at that time. Mice followed him as he drug in the dirt, and it was such an inconvenience to them they got angry. But they did as they were supposed to do, and went back to their holes in the wall. The dog, who was once a beautiful black shepherd, was now skin and bones, with sores covering him. He barked and barked at the door, for he was starving, and barked until he had his last breath and passed. Tick-tock, 2 o'clock. The mice cleaned the decaying body. Tick-tock, 3 o'clock. This was the time for the children to take their nap. The nursery had animals glowing across the walls and a lullaby playing. Tick-tock, 4 o'clock. This time, a table came down from the porch with a chess game on it and music playing, but there was nobody there to play it or entertain the music. It was left there alone, untouched. Tick-tock, 5 o'clock. The bath began running for the kids, with toys dispersing from the wall into the bath, with bubbles going everywhere. But no kid was there to play with them. Tick-tock, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Dinner was being made by the kitchen. You could hear dishes rattling and the fridge door opening and closing. Then the fireplace lit, and a cigar popped out from the armchair, and it was lit, ready to be used, but no one there to use it. There was also the kids' homework sitting on the table ready for them. Well, in this case, just papers at the time. But there would be also a movie for them to watch while they would do their homework. Tick-tock, 9 o'clock. This was bedtime. The beds heated themselves for the children and for the parents. Tick-tock, 10 o'clock. At this time, a storm was brewing outside. The wind was gushing and broke a branch off the tree that was right over the house, It landed in the kitchen. The kitchen was crushed by the tree, a hole in the house, and spilled the cleaning solvent that was left out all over the stove. It caught fire and spread very fast. The sprinklers were not working in the kitchen, and the mice could only do so much. The fire began spreading to the living room, to the garage, to the whole first floor. It was unable to be stopped by the house. The house tried everything, its sprinklers, its fire extinguishers that were still able to use, but nothing was working. It made its way upstairs, all the way to the kids' room, the parents' room, and burned everything there. The mice were running frantically, malfunctioning, doors opening and closing for what was left of them. It got all the way to the roof in the attic, where all the toys and extra things the family had were being burnt. And lastly, the house was left with nothing but a wall and one box on the wall. And as the house was extinguishing and the smoke was coming off of it, the box on the wall rang. Today is August 5th, 2026. Today is August 5th, 2026.